All right, so let's get into the videos. Let's see what people have to say, shall we?
I have completely stopped caring about getting a job. And when I say that, I'm not saying that I don't want to work, because I do want to work. But I'm saying I'm so tired of applying that the care that I had before, I've been depressed for the last 7.5 months over getting a job.
Okay, first I want to talk about her mental state. That's the most important, is your mental state. I would suggest that she talk to a friend, a family, or even a professional if the depression is really bad. We want to get you in the right mental state because it is a tough job market. It is, the job search can be a grind. So we definitely want to get into the right mindset. So with her, it looks like first, she got to deal with her mindset. Second though, you can't lose hope. You have to care about the job search because let me tell you, your career is where you're going to make the bulk of your money. If you don't care about the job search, there's 10 people behind you that do care. And the company are more likely to interview and hire them than you. Additionally, if you've been job searching for a while, she should set up an informational interview with someone in her field to get feedback on her resume and also advice about what she should do looking for jobs in that field. All right, let's check out the next person.
This is why people don't want to work for y'all companies. Listen to this process that I was just put through by this company. October 6th, a recruiter reached out to me, asking for my cover letter, resume. October 10th, I had my first round interview. Shit goes smooth. I don't hear back until October 18th saying, hey, we want to schedule the next interview. October 23rd, I had my second round interview. They don't hit me back until November 2nd saying, hey, we want to schedule you for November 7th for an in-person interview. I've been interviewing for a month and I'm still interviewing. They took so long that I can't even work for them anymore because I've already accepted another offer. So I sent an email saying like, hey, I was genuinely interested in the company and the role. However, your decision-making process took much longer than expected and I needed to make a decision. And now I'm working somewhere else.
All right, I love his story. First of all, I feel what he's talking about. I had a company that put one of my candidates through 2 months of interviews and they finally didn't even take them. They were asking for 10 references. It was ridiculous. I actually stopped working as a recruiter for that company because I don't like that. And as you can see, he didn't like it either. He has a valid excuse there. However, I love his attitude because he didn't have this moment deter him. He kept on applying to other companies. Listen, other companies understand how to do it the right way. And he got hired. Let me tell you, he kept with it. You got to stay in it to win it. That's what I always say. In it to win it. He was in it to win it, and he got a job. So realize there's a few bad apples out there. If they do something like this, string you along, on and on, there's other companies out there that are truly looking to hire. So stick with it, and look, he got the job. So let's check out the next person, shall we?
The things I find so incredibly frustrating about job hunting is I'm applying for these jobs that should be lucky to have me, that honestly I'm overqualified for, but I'm applying for them because the job sounds interesting or because I need more experience, but I fit everything on their list. Every requirement that they have, I have it. And none of them are even giving me like a thanks for applying email or anything. They're all just leaving me on red. It's like I'm having to beg for jobs that I don't even really want that much, that I'm overqualified for.
Okay, let me address one thing that she said, because I tell people you gotta have realistic expectations about your qualifications. I keep on hearing people saying, I'm overqualified. Well, in this video, not only first she says she's overqualified, but then she says She's looking into this job because she needs to get more experience. So that's not realistic. If you're overqualified, you wouldn't need more experience. So you got to be realistic about your qualifications. And it looks like here, she's not quite realistic. She may not be overqualified for every job that she's applying to. Next, she was saying, thanks for applying. Companies really don't do that. So if you're sending out resumes, you're unlikely to hear thanks for applying. Now, it doesn't sound like she's getting job interviews, and that's concerning. There could be a problem with her resume. Her qualifications could be great, but her resume may not be getting through the ATS as I described at the beginning. So she really wants to get through the ATS, and if you want to get through the ATS, you have to tailor your resume to every job that you apply to. And so those keywords on that job description have to be on your resume. If they're not on, if the majority are not on, the resume is going to be rejected by the ATS. Your resume won't even be seen by a human. So definitely tailor your resume. I tell her to have someone review her resume, but she has to continue to tailor the resume to each job she applies to. All right, let's check the next one.
And apply. 3 weeks later. Hi, thanks for applying for our company. We would love to talk to you 2 weeks from now and chat for only 15 minutes about things that are already on your resume. 2 weeks. Okay, thank you so much for your time, and we'll reach back out with next steps probably next week. 2 weeks later. Hey there, just checking in. Just wondering if there was an update on the position that I interviewed for 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks later. Hey there, we did actually hire somebody for this position, but you were a top candidate and we wish you all the best. Bye.
Okay. A little bit she has to read the room. A company doing this where it's 2 weeks and 2 weeks, they're just not that into you. They're stringing you along because they have better candidates. I don't love this, that they do this, but you got to read the room a little bit. If they're stringing you along, they're just not that into you. So like the first guy that got strung along, he kept applying to other companies, and that's what you got to do. If a company's stringing you along, realize they probably see better candidates. So just keep applying to other companies. Next thing, she was saying that it took her 2 weeks to follow up with the company to find out how she did on an interview. That's too long. If you do an interview, you need to follow up in 2 to 3 days. You really need to be proactive with your job search. She probably would have found out in 2 days that they moved on with someone else. So definitely, if you're doing the job search, you've got to be proactive and your follow-up has to be timely. All right, let's check out the last one.
Y'all, I feel like I'm going through yet another quarter life crisis. At this point, it's like my 5th or 6th one, to be honest. So as y'all know, I recently quit my job. And at first, it was cool, it was fun. It was like, oh yeah, like you're free to do whatever you want during the day. You can take your time with job searching. You can really make your own schedule and build around your wants and needs. That was all fun and games to start. I actually really liked like my first month of like not working. But being completely transparent with y'all, I'm starting to understand why people are always like, don't quit your day job. My last job was beginning to make me completely miserable, to be honest. But y'all, you know what's more miserable than having a miserable job? Being unemployed. The job market right now is in complete shambles. It is so frustrating trying to find a job right now. The job search process is not easy. It's not fun. It's not a great experience. It's very humbling. At this point, I'm like, dang, at least when I was in my miserable role, I was getting paid to be miserable.
Okay, let me tell you something. Everybody thinks the grass is greener. I'm just going to quit my job, take some time off, and then I'm going to be quickly rehired. This is a tough job market. And I'm glad that she's being really honest with people, because do you want to be miserable and get paid, or be unemployed and not paid? And let me tell you, as a recruiter, when I get a resume and the person has quit a job, very hard to explain to the company. They'll ask me, Why did the person quit the job? What they fear is that you're going to quit the job with them as well. So it's always harder to get a job when you're unemployed. So I'm going to give you a little tip here because I was in a job I could not stand. I hated every minute of it. But I put my mindset and said, okay, Christina, this is not the job of my dreams, but I really thought of it as short term. I'm going to only be here a short amount of time until I get the job of my dreams. So really put your mindset in the short-term mentality with this job that you don't like and start putting your energy into the job search. That's right. At night, definitely put in how many jobs that you're going to apply to, 5 a night, do informational interviews, do all different things that you can, networking events, but put your energy into the job search. Don't quit your job. Use your PTO, your paid time off, to do the interviews. But let me tell you, it's harder to explain why you quit a job than why you're looking for a new job. So that's my advice. And as I always say, things are better when we do it together. So subscribe to my channel, like my videos, hit that bell for notifications, and come back. I'm going to do a part 2 on this. This is such an important thing. Now, if you need any support, go to my website, ChristinaBAngel.com. I have a free professional personal branding guide.
Yes.
It's free to help market yourself for your career on social media. Additionally, I have a resume guide and a comprehensive job search guide. But I'm here to help you if you need a book time with me. This is Christina B. Angel. Thanks.